An average software developer in India earns twice as much as an average employee across industries. But here's the real question: what extraordinary things do developers actually do? In this particular video, so let's cover three very important things. Okay, so first one is the roles and responsibilities of a software developer. Next, we will move on to my personal experience where I will be sharing why I wanted to be a software developer. And finally, we look into the great perks of being a software developer. Okay, because there is a lot of gap among developers. Okay, so who are aspiring, they don't know what actually developers do. So this video would be a very good in-depth explanation of what roles and responsibilities you will be doing after you become a software developer. And there is another group of people who just think software developers just don't do anything. So I would make some effort here to explain them as well, so the roles and responsibilities of being a software developer. So let's get started. So what is the first responsibility of a software developer, or why are software developers hired at the first place? Okay, so of course software developers are hired to build digital products and build features, or more vaguely you can just say write code. So if you are hired as a software developer, you will be writing code. So you will be writing code at different arenas. Okay, so first one being the front end. Okay, where you will be building the interface of these applications. It might be a web application, mobile application, desktop application, any of the application, you will be building the front end of it. Okay, so imagine the Instagram sign up page or a login page. So the text fields, the buttons, the images, so all of these screens are what you will be building. So this is the first arena. The second arena is where you will build the backend of the application. Like let's say you are on Instagram, and when you like something, the button gets red, right? So this is what front end developers do. But the count also increases. The likes, when you watch a reel, the like get increases, the likes get increases, the views get increases. So all of this data handling, this processing of the data will be done by the backend developer. And sometimes based on the product you're working, you will be working on both the front end and the back end and doing a lot of things, so being a full stack developer. So this is what will be the primary responsibility, where you will be building features. So do software developers only write code? Not really. So they will be testing that code as well. So whatever code you write, so you will be testing it rigorously. You will be testing it its code coverage through unit tests, and you will be also put into cases where you will be writing automations to test your product at scale. Okay, because big giants work at a lot of scale, so they need these automation tests to run, so to handle the scale or load. So this is the second responsibility. And every time it's not about building features, it's also about maintaining the code base, right? So you will be building a feature and you should maintain that. There will be a lot of defects coming across, so you will be fixing those defects or fixing those bugs while maintaining your code base, without adding newer functionalities but maintaining the existing ones. In the same way, so many companies have this on call approach where developers would put in to listen to customer problems. Okay, so if there is any customer problems, so you will be listening to the customers and giving them hot fixes. Because if someone is using your product, your digital product, so they need it to be up and running a lot of times with all of the features promised working. So if any feature is broken, so they would be asking you for a hot fix so that they get unblocked. So this is also one of the arena where you will be working. And finally, so you will also work on a lot of innovation, because the market, based on the market you're working on, so the market will be a lot of competitive. So how to beat the competition? By innovating, by bringing newer things. So that's where developers will be innovating a lot to beat the competition. And then finally, so whenever you're building something, you will also sit with the architects and design the architecture. So how are you going to build a particular feature? How are you going to build a solution? You will be doing a lot of documentations, and of course you will be in a lot of meetings discussing the approaches. So these are the main roles and responsibilities, I think, as a software developer, any developer would be doing across companies. So first is build the features. That's where we all come into picture, and you will be writing a lot of tests and maintaining the code, having on call support many a times, doing some innovation and designing the architecture, documenting it, and being on the meetings. Now, this is what you will be doing, and let me share you why I wanted to be a software developer. Okay, so I don't know who was the speaker when I was in the college. So I had a seminar. Okay, so in the seminar, one of the people, okay, so one of the speaker told me this, that hey, so software, the best part of software developer is that if you have internet connection and a good laptop, okay, so you can be the best developer in the world. Okay, so that's the best part of being software, and I believe that. Okay, so now resonating on the same thing, because of the global impact you can create, so these digital products can impact or have an impact globally. So sitting in Bangalore, okay, of course, yeah, so Bangalore has more developers than Silicon Valley, but yeah, so you sitting in Bangalore, okay, so at the comfort of your home can create global impact. So I think this is the best thing a software developer can have, and that is what gives me a lot of motivation to be a software developer. And at the first place, so this was the first thing why I wanted to be a software developer. And of course there is a lot of perks, so let's discuss on that. That was also a large part of why I am a software developer, and I chose software development as a career path. So let's look at what are the perks. Okay, so first thing, as I told you, you will have good pay, okay, or a decent pay, and eventually it gets up while you climb up the ladder. So that's the first thing. Next, you will be getting a chance to collaborate and network. Okay, so this is one of the things which many of them miss. Okay, so especially if you're working on good tech companies, right, with big tech companies. So I think more than pay, so the network you get, the learnings you get. Okay, so network, and you will be getting a lot of learning. So I choose this as a perk as well, because you cannot get it anywhere else. Okay, you cannot get access to those brilliant minds when you are not a software developer. Okay, so these were also some of the reasons which I choose software development. And then next, if you're working remotely, so you can work remotely at any location with flexible timings. Okay, so if you are working good, so the timings also could be flexible. And apart from this, you will be getting a lot of gadgets. Okay, so your laptop, all of those, and you will be getting a lot of reimbursements. So the company will take care of your internet bill, so it will be giving you gifts. Okay, so these are some of the perks of being a software developer. And yeah, so let me add this up here as well. So these are all some of the reasons why I choose to be a software developer as well. Okay, so I hope you guys now have a clear idea, so what are the roles and responsibilities, and what are the perks, and why I choose to be a software developer. And yeah, so that's it. And in the same way I told you, right, collaborate and network. So if you're someone who want to collaborate and learn from other developers, or want developer tips, or want to build projects together, so I am linking my community in the description. So I run a software development community, the real developers community, where I will be sharing daily developer tips. And on the weekends, so we will make the best of the weekends by building a lot of projects in the trendiest technologies. Okay, so last week we built an Gemini AI app as well, so that was a very good thing. So if you're someone who is interested, you can just look for the link in the description and follow me on LinkedIn, so where I will be sharing these insights. And yeah, do subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know if you want any in-depth understanding of any of the parts in the comment section. I will try to cover. So that's it from my side, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you.